Hi everyone, this is Big Benedict, Chapter 8, Route 666. I wonder what that means. So I'm going to do things a little bit differently this time around. But just a fair warning, I crash a lot, so anytime you see me fly off a bridge, just have yourself a laugh. But I just sat down in my chair to narrate this video, and I was just talking to my good buddy Raskolnikov 1944, the gentleman to whom this guide is dedicated. I mentioned him before, and my phone just rang, or not rang, but it beeped telling me I had a new email, and I'm like, who is bothering me now? And it turned out that my friend sent me some more money for a donation, and I was very grateful to see that. I wasn't expecting it. It was just one of those pleasant surprises, and I really appreciate it. So it's just that kind of kindness that really can lift your spirits. And my interest in this game has kind of been waning, and it's just kind of hard to narrate because I'm not really familiar with it too much, and it's just something I've been struggling with because it's a tough game, and I just want to do my best to help everybody beat the game. But in an earlier video, I mentioned that instead of any side tangents or anything like that, I would instead answer some questions anyone had, and also address some questions that I made. What ended up happening though is I posted that video. I think it published today, so I did not see anybody asking any questions, and so that's all well and good. I didn't give enough time to everybody, so I'm just going to reference my own questions, which are questions that are focused on my channel and just things about me that I think are relevant. And if I was listening to myself, I would probably want to inquire about things of the nature that I'm going to talk about. So the first topic is, let me see, I had some notes here. Like why I started making videos. It was a few years ago, and I was using a camcorder to record Contra 3 I had it on my Wii, and I was trying to beat hard mode, and it was extremely difficult. And I just thought it would be cool to look back on a victory, and it just turned into it piqued my interest, and I did some more research. How can I instead capture footage like literally off the screen rather than having a camcorder and all that background noise and stuff. And so that's where it started. The next topic is why I have two channels. I'm not going to go into that. I've already addressed it in a previous video. Other people might want to know, though, how do I capture footage, and in what setting do I play games? First of all, I capture footage on my PC. We have a couch in our house, but I don't like, I like privacy, so I like to be in my room when I actually play games and do stuff. So I capture all my footage on my PC. I have an Aver TV card, a capture card, in one of the PCIe slots in my computer, and in the other slot I have two PCIe slots. In the other one I have a high-end graphics card. The capture card is connected to my, and here I'm reading from what I wrote because it's so complicated, but I have a graphics card. Let me see. No, sorry. Here we go. I have the capture card connected to my PS3 via an HDMI cable, and I have the graphics card connected to my computer monitor with another HDMI cable. I then use the capture device software to view my games and a video recording software program called Fraps to record the footage. I could use my capture card software to record Xbox 360 footage, but not PS3 footage because Sony doesn't allow that. If you actually press record on the capture card software, it won't let you do it because Sony prevents it. So to get around that, what you do is you use a program called Fraps. what Fraps is it's just video recording. So I use that to record both consoles since I like that program. I then edit the footage, which I store on an external hard drive in Sony Vegas Pro 11 and use it to render the file that I end up uploading to YouTube. So that's basically all I do. And in what setting do I record, play and record? I actually just sit at my desk, and I have a pretty expensive office chair that I like to use. It has a leg rest, so I just kind of recline and play the games. And I can sit pretty far back because the monitor is 30 inches, so it's huge. And that's how I do it. I don't like just sitting on a couch and playing games. It seems like I'm not really working if I'm on a couch. So I'm in an office chair. Okay, next question. How much money do I make? That's confidential. It's not that much. How can the person listening to this video do what I do? It's pretty easy nowadays to do it. If you're not very old and you're listening to this, you might not have too much money, and I don't have all the money in the world either. It's just that when I was younger, I couldn't afford the things that I can afford now, so it can be costly to get yourself an expensive computer. I mean, mine was pretty expensive. I think it was like $1,200. I think it was that much, but it's a couple of years old. But I spec'd it out pretty high. That's why it was so much money. But I did want to address my computer specs to anybody who's curious. Let me see. So I pulled up the system information on my computer. I have a Dell XPS 8300, and the processor is an Intel Core i7 2600 CPU at 3.4 gigahertz, and I have 16 gigabytes of installed RAM with Windows 7 64-bit operating system. So those are my computer specs. Next question. Let me go to my notes. How do you be successful on YouTube? It's hard because I'm successful in my own opinion, but I'm not, I'm not like, I'm not huge, but I feel I'm successful because, I don't want to think of myself as unsuccessful, then that's depressing, but, you have to have an air of not caring about being successful, I think, to really be popular. Just do what you want to do. Post stuff that you like and try to draw an audience in. That's all you really have to do. I mean, you don't have to be a pro, certainly, but you do have to have, you need to be interesting. You need to be able to have patience and, not having unreasonable expectations of success, things like that. Next question: why my content is somehow somewhat unprofessional? For instance, why do I have the watermark that I do in the bottom right? Not really why I have it, but why is it, just in that particular font, which is called Perpetua, in italics, italic Perpetua. First of all, I don't like to watch, it doesn't matter, but, I'm not going to stop watching them, but I don't like to watch videos where the watermark is obtrusive and there's, lots of extra stuff that's going on in the video. IGN's, the worst. They'll put a bunch of annotations in all their videos, and they just get in the way. You have to keep clicking them off to watch them, to watch the main video, without any interruptions. But aside from that, my watermark is just there because I don't want people to steal my content. That's the only real reason it's there. Let's see what else. Oh, why do I not have an introduction to my videos? That's really easy because when I watch videos, I want to see the gameplay instantly. I don't want to watch an introduction. And people who have introductions, that's fine. That's the way you want to do it. That's good. But my channel is about gameplay. So, you know, the people, I just hate like long introductions and things like that. Let me get to the gameplay, because that's what this channel is all about, just gameplay. That's why there's no cutscenes. That's why there's no extra stuff. It's just gameplay. That's all I want to watch. That's all I put on YouTube. Why do I not put rate, comment, subscribe in the descriptions as well as a bunch of tags? The tags haven't been really working too well on YouTube lately, and they've really made it so that if you're writing duplicate tags, the ones you write end up getting deleted. So you really have to follow the protocol. And whenever I put a bunch of tags in on my computer, if I ever edit them on my mobile phone, then they all disappear. So it's YouTube screwing up. So I have been getting on the tags, but I don't like to put tags in the description because the description is supposed to be for the description, and I don't like keyword spamming either because that's unethical, and I hate to see it, and I refuse to do it. So anyway, that's pretty much it for what I have. So for the rest of the video, I'll just be speaking extemporaneously. But you gotta love my driving, don't you? Let's see what else. I know maybe what projects are lying in the future. Let me see. Let me think. Like what kind of questions do people usually ask? I don't really know. I get asked a lot of things, but mostly it's about the questions I receive, or it's just about the videos. So if you're interested, I really feel good when people are interested in me. That's the thing. And I don't have a lot of subscribers, and in a year I'll probably have maybe twice as much as I do now, hopefully. But I don't know. I have like 7 followers on Twitter. It's pretty sad, but I don't really go on there too often, so maybe people don't think that I post too much, or I don't really know about that. But as you can see, I'm kind of at a loss for words when I'm not covering the main topic. So, oh yeah, I also wanted to mention somebody else. His name is Belly Dancing Goat. He is from Australia, and I think he was the first person who sent me a donation after I had put the button on the channel page, and it just came out of the blue. I think it was like 6 months ago, and the thing was I had confused his username with somebody else's, so I thought the other person had sent me that first donation. But he said that he really values my content and my passion and my work ethic. And that really means a lot. That means way more than the money he sent. Although that really makes me feel good, to have a price, not a price on my head, but just a price associated with what he thinks, I'm worth. And it was a good amount, but the amount's irrelevant. The gesture, it just broke my heart when I saw it, because it just was such a good-natured act. So I really wanted to thank that guy, and I hope he's here for the long haul, because I'll be here as long as I can be. So this is the final battle of the video, and I'm sorry if this wasn't the best of videos, but this isn't my best guide, and I feel really bad about that. The best guide in my estimation, it might be the best guide for somebody else, and that would be really awesome. But I just don't. I don't think that a guide that I make can be like the best unless I'm talking about what's going on the screen at every given time. Because when I'm doing that, then I feel like I am really on task and doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So anyway, so I hope you've been enjoying this guide. And the reason is that if I'm not talking about what's happening on the screen, like, why am I even talking? That's how I usually feel. So that's going to commence in the next video, and I just wanted to take this opportunity, since it was one of these bizarre, biking sections, to talk about other stuff. And everybody just stick around. There's going to be really good things coming, I promise. And we're just going to take this guy down, and that'll be the end of the video. Thank you for watching, and thanks for everybody that I mentioned, and any future somebodies. Thanks.